Dr. Vivian, to share your screen so we can have a background for the.
Yes, waiting for Mr. Hamad to give the green light.
Yeah, if you can just wait 1 more minute and you are good to go.
Okay.
So can we see the students?
No, I don't think so.
No, on webinar you cannot, only they can interact by chat.
Well, I have done webinars and I can see people who are participants.
Yes, you can see the list, yeah, but not their faces, I mean.
No, I mean, but the list, we know how many.
Of course, on
in the chat.
Yeah.
Participant.
Now we have 6.
And we are also streaming on our Facebook page as well. So we will have maybe some viewers there and questions coming from the Facebook as well.
Excellent.
And we'll see it على chat on questions.
From the Facebook, I will get them and type them on the chat for you.
Sound a bit far, Dr. Samar.
Dr. Vivian, if you'd like to go ahead, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everybody. Live from the Kingdom of Bahrain, here this evening with my dear colleagues from the College of Business and Financial Science at the Royal University for Women. My name is Dr. Vivian. I'm an assistant professor at the university and also the head of partnership. Right with me, the nice lady with the white shirt is Dr. Bettina Bastian. She's the dean of the college since last September. And the other nice lady with the glasses is Dr. Samar Barghouti, who's an associate professor at the university in the College of Business and Financial Science. Quite a diverse team this evening. I'm from France, my colleague Dr. Bettina from Germany, and my dear colleague Dr. Samar from Palestine and Jordan. Okay, let me ask you first of all a quick question to everybody who's joining us with the Univer and on Facebook Live. Can you tell me, I know it's kind of a personal question, but I thought I would just at least, take a shot at it. What did you guys eat for lunch today, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen? What did you eat for lunch? You can answer in the chat room. What did you eat for lunch? Is it answering? Anyone can tell me what they eat for lunch before they came to this webinar? Was it pizza, shawarma? Yeah, okay, I see an answer in the chat. Pasta, okay, stuffed vegetables, okay, very healthy options, okay. Anyone else can share with us their lunch options? We're not gonna crash and come to you. I mean, we're far away, we're in Bahrain, you're in Saudi, so don't worry about it. Anyone else would you like to? Fish, okay, so we have a stuffed vegetable, which could be obviously Saudi or Bahraini or from wherever, pasta, Italian, and fish. Okay, now can you tell me something you watched last night on either Netflix or Amazon Web or STC, Starplay? What did you guys watch last night? Ladies, gentlemen? Is it too personal?
Ladies, I think.
Anyone tell me what they watched last night on TV or what they read?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Okay. Noor. Okay. Egyptian series. Okay. Who else? YouTube about motivations. Very good.
Nice.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. So you see, there's two little questions tell you a lot about ourselves and this region, right? We live in the core, in the heart of the world economy, right? Believe it or not. And we have access to all kinds of different cultures and products and services, right? So if I want to get fish from the local market, I can. If I'm in the mood for a burger, I can. If I'm in the mood for something Italian, I can, right? So this is the global economy we live in, right? We drive a Toyota, we get some, maybe some gas coming from Saudi Arabia and then drilled by an Italian or French company, right? We watch YouTube videos all over the world. So a young Saudi woman or young Saudi gentleman has pretty similar taste than a young German or young French or young Chinese, right? So this is what, the world is about. And this is why it's exciting to be in this region, right? So Bahrain is a multicultural country in the middle of the Gulf. So is Saudi, and we happen to be neighbors. So this is, again, one good reason to maybe study business. But maybe I'll pass the floor to Dr. Bettina, who will tell you why it's such a good idea to study business. So please, Dr. Bettina, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you so much. I hope you can all hear me well. My name is Bettina Bastian. I come from Germany and Switzerland, actually. And I want to talk to you about two things. Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian, for the introduction. I want to talk to you about, why choosing maybe a women's college. And I would like to ask you, why do you consider a women's college or a women's university? Since Dr. Vivian is mentioning gentlemen, but I suppose all of us are women, or the women interested in a women.
Maybe brothers and fathers, right?
Yes, okay. Maybe what would be your idea? Why do you think you consider a women's college or women's university? Now that you chatted with Dr. Vivian, please do the same for me. No one? Okay, then not, if you don't want to participate with me. So I'll be very jealous now. Anyway, let me.
Yes.
Thank you. More comfortable for girls together, I guess. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Any other comments? Any other comments? It's in fact, this is very interesting what you were just saying, because when we look there, the women's universities, there are quite a few. In the United States, we have 40. We have several in Asia. We have some in Saudi Arabia. We have some in this region, one in Bahrain. We have, and the question is why nowadays women want to go to women's university. My daughter, Nora, she's now 21. She passed one semester, a summer semester at the Wellesley College. And she really loved it. She's like a modern Swiss girl. You wouldn't think that, she might like women's colleges, but she came back and she was completely invigorated and energized and motivated and really inspired. And in fact, she really, she was very, very satisfied with her experiences. And this reflects the research that we know about women's colleges and women's universities, that women in these universities are substantially more satisfied than their peers in co-educational institutions, in institutions where there are men and women together. And one big reason is, in fact, that women, or the major reason is that the core of our mission is to support women. The core of our mission of a women's university and of the College of Business and Financial Sciences is to work for the advancement and the empowerment of our students. That's not something you find in normal universities, in co-educational universities. And so we create an environment where we have small classes, our students really feel comfortable. We have a student-teacher ratio of 13 currently, which means that there is one teacher to, in average, 13 students. We have also classes that are very small, where you really have a lot of interaction. We care a lot about our students. Like every single one of us, we have an open door policy. Every single one of us cares about his students. And if I ask Dr. Vivian, if I ask Dr. Sama now about their students, they could tell me a lot of things that are not related to their academic life, but they are related to their family, to their situation. We take all this into consideration. Since in our mission, we have women's advancement, we really work on not just academic development, but also on personal development, on development of leadership skills, on development of getting a really good self-esteem. We have some ladies who come and they're very shy in the beginning. Really, they're very shy and they don't like to speak up or so. And through the interaction with their peers, with us, slowly they get out of their shell and they learn to, take initiative. They learn to speak loudly for themselves and engage. And so something we also like to do, we like to develop at CBFS specifically, we invest into a growth mindset of our students. That means that they really learn to believe that they can do anything. Of course, well, there are limits in our lives, but you have to believe that you are capable and that you are a good person. You have good ethics and you have good work ethics and you have all the capabilities and all the skills that you will have developed throughout your stay with us. And that should enable you and give you a good baggage to pursue whatever you put your mind to. And so what we do as well, we create in this growth mindset, we try to bring in a lot of people from outside. Dr. Vivian is very, very active in organizing this. So we invite women leaders from very different walks of life. They don't just have to be business leaders. They can be from politics. They can be from government. They can be from NGOs. They can be, women leaders who come, they speak to our students, they engage with our students. In some courses, they mentor our students. So this is really enriching because we all have the same idea to strengthen our students and to give them a good starting package so that they can go out in their professional life and achieve. And so at CBFS, we have very, very good results in terms of student outcomes. So we look at our alumni. Alumni are people who studied with us before, but then they graduated and they're still part of our family, RUW and our CBFS family, but they are now doing their own professional or whatever they pursue their own life, and they're not anymore active students. And so we have 22% who founded their own businesses. So they started their own businesses. We have 20% that are owners of already established businesses, either with their husbands, with their family, or they built their own businesses. Then we have, thank you so much, we have a lot of alumni who work in big organizations, as you can see here, Saudi Aramco, Zain, Babco, BBK. We have a lot of banks, American Express, and 10% of our graduates and of our alumni, they hold executive positions, which is really stunning because we if you think about it, women, they have usually a harder stand in any part of the world, not just in the Middle East, when it comes to the integration into the workforce for various reasons, whatever, maybe historical reasons, cultural reasons, but also combining family life with professional life is not so easy for women. So I think that this, you considering to go to Women's College of Business is, I think, a very, very good reflection, and it will be very helpful in your career, also with the networks you're going to build across the Middle East with women who went to our university and who've built very strong professional networks. Coming to the second question, why business? I guess a lot of people are like, why do you study business? Because business keeps all the doors open for you, right? You keep all the career options open for you. Like if you are not decided yet, some people want to study business. My daughter, Nora, the same one who went to Wellesley, she's doing engineering and business, but she will continue with business. She loves business. She wanted to do business. Okay. But some people are not so sure. So they wobble into business. But if you do business, it keeps all the options open. Because why? Because business is about organizations. It's not just about businesses. It's you learn in a business instruction, you learn to run an organization and to manage an organization effectively and efficiently, right? Second thing, you learn in business to start, to discover opportunities, to start your own business, to bring ideas to the market. Many people have good ideas, but they don't know how to bring them to the market. So they all have good ideas, and 99.9% of the good ideas they will never ever see become a product or service. You learn this in business. And the third thing is you learn to manage in business, right? You learn to manage people and you learn to lead people. So that's the part of organizational behavior where Dr. Summer, she's very, very strong. She's doing organizational behavior. Also Dr. Vivian, he's doing international business. But all these things are very, very important, and they keep all the doors open for you, even if you're not super duper decided, oh, should we do business or should we do this or should we do that? Business is something that is a really good basis for your future career. I talked a lot. I want to give the floor to Dr. Summer, and she will be talking to you in Arabic. So thank you so much.
شكرا دكتورة بتينا. Thank you Dr. Bettina. Thank you Dr. Vivian.
Closer to the mic, Dr. Samar, a bit closer.
Okay, maybe. I share now. You can see my slides.
Yeah, but we cannot hear you properly, Dr. Samar.
Now?
Yes, very good.
Okay. أهلا وسهلا بنات. وأنا بدرس في الدكتورة سمر البرغوثي. أنا فلسطينية وإلي تقريبا 11 سنة في الجامعة الملكية للبنات، وقبل هيك عشت سنين طويلة في السعودية في المنطقة الشرقية، وبعرف السعودية وعشت سنين طويلة. المهم، فبالنسبة للجامعة الملكية للبنات كلية الإدارة والعلوم المالية والمصرفية، عندنا نحن لا نقدم تعليما جامعيا فقط، نحن نكتشف مؤهلات الطالبة، نعززها، نصقلها، ننميها في جو جامعي متميز وبيئة طالبات مبهجة. يعني عندنا كدم احنا هذا أهم شيء. أهم متطلبات القبول للجامعة عندنا أولا تقديم إكمال الثانوية العامة بنجاح، سواء علمي أدبي أو تجاري، وما يعادلها في المملكة العربية السعودية. أن يكون على الأقل 60% في الرياضيات، المعدل 60% في الرياضيات، وإذا ما كانت ماخذة رياضيات وما عندها المساق بتسجل من خلال المواد اللي بتاخذها، بتاخذ مساق رياضيات في الجامعة محسوب من اللود تبعها. بعدين اللغة الإنجليزية بدها تثبت إنها عندها شهادة بالتوفل أو الآيلتس، أو إنها معها مستوى معين ناجح بالإنجليزي، أو إذا ما عندها بتقدم بتاخذ مساقات في الجامعة نفسها بتقويها بالإنجليزي، فما في مشكلة من ناحية اللغة أبداً. في عنا الأقسام تبعتنا البرامج هي التسويق، المالية والمصرفية، الأعمال الدولية، وإدارة الموارد البشرية. هدول 4 برامج تقدر تسجلي فيهم، اللي هي مطلوبة في كل المنطقة العربية تقريبا. وعندنا ماجستير MBA في التسويق وريادة الأعمال برضو، وخلال النص ممكن تخلصي ماجستير إذا بعد التدريس، بعد الدراسة يعني. أهم شيء أنا اللي دائما بحب أحكي عنه هو طريقة التدريس. عندنا ما في هذا النمط التقليدي اللي هو عبارة عن تلقين ومحاضرة كلام 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 وادرسوا لا أبدا، هذا غير موجود معنا. إحنا عندنا المساق بتقسم على عدة نشاطات، وكل نشاط له قيمة، له في العلامة، يعني مش بس نشاط تمارسيه في الكلاس في الصف، لا. فمثلا طرق التدريس والتقييم، يعني العلامة من المحاكاة، يعني بتعملي زي محاكاة إنه بنمثل دور مدير شركة مثلا. في الألعاب تبادل الأدوار، رول بلاينج، العروض الشهية، البرزنتيشنز يعني، وهي من اهم النقاط اللي احنا بنركز عليها في كل مساق. المناقشات والحوار، المناظرات، دراسات الحاله، المناظرات مكتوبه ما تاخذوها. هلا كيف بتدرس احنا؟ زي ما بس بدي اعطيكم صوره عن بعض المساقات، وطبعا كل المساقات فيها هاي النشاطات وكلها مسجله عندنا وكلها تترك اثر كبير في الطالبات. يعني انا عشان لي سنين كثيره في الجامعه، كل ما بشوف خريج دكتوره ما ننسى المشروع الفلاني اللي عملناه، ما ننسى الجيم الفلاني اللي تعطينا اياه. هذا هو اللي بيرسخ المعلومات وبيرسخ في عقل الطالبة، في شخصيتها كمان، بينمي الشخصية، لأنه هي في مرحلة مبكرة بتمارس العمل، كأنها بنحطها في دور العمل نفسه. فبتطلع دائما احنا خريجيننا متميزين بانهم they fit in the place زي ما بقولوا، بكل اريحيه بتقدر تنتقل لمجال العمل. فمثلا هون في مساق اسمه تصميم المؤسسات. طبعا التصميم مش انتيريور ديزاين، لا، تصميم العمل داخل المؤسسه اللي هو. فعندنا كانوا الافكار مثلا انه الجي سي سي ترين صمموا مؤسسه تقدر تعمل القطار تبع بين دول مجلس التعاون. في عندنا مساق بنفس المساق برضه عملوا مجال انهم يختاروا، هم يعملوا الهيلثي فود تراك اللي يعمل فود اكل صحي للطالب ويمشي ويدور على البيوت. الحقيقه كمان انا بفخر انه في كثير من الافكار اللي كنا نعملها، بعد ما نعملها اشوفها صارت اتطبقت في الحياه الطبيعيه. مثلا هذا المشروع بعديها في اجت كوفيد وصارت الناس تعمل تقريبا نفس الشيء، لجأت الى الافكار اللي احنا عملناها في مشاريعنا الجامعيه يعني. في كمان عندنا مساق التفاوض، وهذا مساق كثير ملهم وكثير محفز للطالبات، لانه بنمارس فيه كثير من المحاكاه وكثير من الالعاب مثلا حل النزاعات بالمشاركه. البنات بيضطروا يتشاركوا مع بعض خلال الجروبس وبيقدروا يحلوا، رغم انه بيكون بخلق لهم نزاع انا وبيختلفوا عليه، وبعدين بنحل المشكله من خلال التفاعل مع بعض في جيم معينه او لعبه معينه. هون مثلا البنات كانوا عاملين في نزاع كبير بين شركه مايكروسوفت ونت اسكيب والبنات كانوا بيناقشوا الادوار علشان يتوصلوا. في ناس هناك، الناس اللي في الخلف بيكونوا عباره عن لجنه تحكيم يضعوا هم العلامات للطالبات. يعني احنا بنستخدمكم كمان للطالبات عشان يقيموا بعض ويستفيدوا من بعض. كمان هون كنا احنا قبل ما تسمح سياقة المرأة في السعودية ناقشنا الموضوع والبنات طرحوه وكان في ناس ضد وفي ناس مع، وبعدين تبلورت الامور واصبحت انتصر الفريق اللي هو مع، وفعلا صار في قيادة للمرأة في السعودية. عندنا نشاطات متعددة يعني لا تنتهي النشاطات. هذا أنا اللي قدرت أحصره اليوم وأنا بحضر لكم الباوربوينت، اللي هو مثلا نادي الكتاب والفيلم العربي. إحنا التدريس عندنا باللغة الإنجليزية، طبعا ما بتطلعي على التدريس باللغة الإنجليزية إلا إحنا كنا أهلناكي للغة الإنجليزية، لكن في كثير نشاطات باللغة العربية. نادي الكتاب والفيلم العربي ناقش فيه أفلام عربية وكتب عربية. البنات كثير بحبوه لأنه هم في عندنا كثير بنات اكتشفت منهم قارئات ومنهم كاتبات. وبعدين نادي المطبخ العربي، نادي المطبخ، وفي نادي علم النفس، وفي نادي خدمة المجتمع. والحقيقة اللي بيعمل النوادي اقتراحات الطالبات، ليس إحنا اللي بنفرض عليهم. هم بيجوا للستودنتس افيرز أو لشؤون الطلبة وبيقترحوا بدنا بالموضوع الفلاني أو في الناحية الفلانية، وإحنا بنساعد فقط لا غير. هون مثلا كانت مناقشة كتاب، قرأنا الكتاب وناقشناه مع الطالبات. وهون رحنا مع بعض عدة زيارات على مكتبات مختلفة، وهذه منها مكتبة رحنا والبنات اشتروا كتب وناقشنا كتاب وإحنا موجودين، والحقيقة كانت تجربة كثير غنية بالنسبة للطالبات. هون احنا في عندنا كمان نشاطات ثقافيه اللي هي كان في عندنا كرنفال الثقافات المختلفه، وكل ناس بكل لبسوا اللبس الوطني. والحقيقه انا تفاجات يومها بلبس الطالبات اليمنيات، اول مره بشوف الزي اليمني رغم اني عايشه في الخليج طول عمري تقريبا. فهذا جزء من بعض نشاطاتنا. وهون تقريبا كمان صورة في الكرنفال تبع الثقافة، كل الأزياء العربية تقريبا والمنطقة كله من مساهمات الطالبات. وبعدين عندنا كثير من أساليب التدريس اللي هي الإديوكيشنال تريبس أو الرحلات التعليمية. بناخذ الطالبات، أخذناهم هاي الرحلة، أنا رحت معهم كانت على أمريكا، وبناخذ في راحوا على اليابان وعلى هونغ كونغ وعلى الصين وفرنسا عدة مرات. البنات بس مش ترفيهية، educational. بناخذهم طبعا، ناخذهم أماكن ترفيهية، لكن بالأغلب بناخذ مواعيد مع الشركات الكبرى، مع المصانع، مع المؤسسات المالية، بيشوفوا بعينهم الإشي اللي مش ممكن أنت لو تسافري لحالك تقدري تطلعي عليه. ناخذ لهم مواعيد، ونرتب لهم زيارات، وناس هناك تساعدهم ومحاضرات، ولأكبر الجامعات كمان في العالم. يعني أخذناهم على جامعات جورج تاون وجورج واشنطن وهارفارد وهكذا. فهذه كله بيخلي الطالبة to be exposed لكل التجارب اللي ممكن تفيدها في حياتها العملية فيما بعد. وهون بنفس الرحلة أنا لما كنت معهم أخذناهم على UN، وهذه تجربة عظيمة بالنسبة لهم إنه شهدوا الأسمبلي هذا تبع UN. وهون بعض إنتاج نادي المطبخ اللي إحنا كنا مرتبينه، وحتى لما صارت كورونا وكانت الدراسة أونلاين هذا الطبق انعمل، وإحنا كلنا مع بعض على الكاميرا كنا نطبخ، قدرنا نعمله أونلاين هذا الطبق. وهذه بقدر أقول لكم إحنا بنفخر في كل طالباتنا وفي كل خريجاتنا، لأنهم زي ما قالت دكتورة بتينا كلهم في أماكن متميزة وCEO executives. لكن يمكن هاي بتعرفوها، أنا حطيت صورتها بس، هي فاطمة المهنا، انفلونسر وميك اب ارتست، وهي أحد خريجاتنا اللي بنفخر فيها وبنحبها كثير، وانتوا أكيد بتعرفوها. حبيت أجيب لكم. وفي كثير طالبات ناجحات، وفي كثير طالبات من عندنا راحوا لأكبر جامعات في العالم. في طالبات راحوا على هارفارد بعد ما خلصوا من عندنا ماجستير في هارفارد، في لندن سكول اوف ايكونومكس. في عندنا طالبات راحوا على اليابان. فيعني الجامعة الملكية للبنات بالنسبة لكم تعتبر خطوة مهمة جدا، والخطوة الصحيحة حتى لما بعد الحياة العملية الدراسية إذا بدك تكملي، أو حتى لو ما بدك تشتغلي كشخصية طالبة وتكوني في بيتك قادرة وعارفة الدنيا وعارفة الحياة. في بنت تخرجت جديد وكلمتني، يعني بحب أختم أنا، وقالت لي دكتورة أنا مش حاسة بقيمة الشهادة، أنا تعبت 4 سنين ومش حاسة إنه في فرحة، مع إني كنت كتير هذا مش شايفة إنه شيء مهم. قلت لها هذا بالعكس، هذا الإنجاز أنت كل يوم رح تعرفي أكثر كم هو مهم، مش بيوم كفرحتك، كل يوم بزيد الفرحة فيه. وهذه الفرحة وهذه الأهمية وهذا الإنجاز ما بيروح حتى بعد عمر طويل، إحنا بنروح والشهادة تبقى معنا للأبد. وإن شاء الله كلكم بتحققوا أماني وبتوصلوا للأهمية. وإحنا هلا شكرا كثير على الاستماع، وأي سؤال أنا مستعدة. يعطيكم بالعافية.
Thank you, Dr. Samar. Let me share my screen. Thank you very much for this nice overview. My turn just to share a couple of slides. I know we're a little bit over time, but at least just some pictures of our campus for everybody to get a nice look. We have a true American-style campus with dorms and nice facilities, very bright, very nice color in the middle of the country. We have a lot of activities. So what those activities that Dr. Sam was talking about, sometimes we organize the activity outdoor with nice booth. When we had the Saudi National Day or International Festival, we had a cooking competition organized by the student on Thursday that was set outside. We have nice facilities, dorms, bookstore, Starbucks coffee shop. Why Starbucks? Well, because the students ask for it, right? So again, because we're women university, we're here to really, we are attentive to your needs and what you want as a student. You know, what's a nice student life about, right? Sometimes it's a thing as simple as having a coffee shop. It's sometimes as, you know, as easy having a cookout outside and organize like a nice little barbecue, right? So we do that for you at the university. This is our nice pool. Soon we'll have a paddle court. You know, everybody's playing paddle these days, so that's going to happen on our campus very soon. Our students are so active in different clubs. Maybe you didn't know that, but some of our students are part of the football national team, former staff, current staff. I had some students with Dr. Samar were professional fencing team for the national team. Some of them horseback riding, right? The national football team, women football team is like 77 with FIFA ranked in the world, better than the men, right? So what is it's about women power and women advancement all the way, even in our sports and activities. The faculty diversity, we have people from all over on our campus, not only in your student body, but also within the professors, right? We just gave you like us, the three musketeers this evening from 2 to 3 different countries with different mix and fun cultures, but also our students. Of course, we have 35% of Saudi students. Dr. Samar, I think, mentioned it because we are recognized by Saudi Arabia, but we also have Egyptian, Yemeni, of course, a lot of Bahraini, people from the Gulf, and then people from, you know, different ways of life, mixed culture, British Bahraini or Saudi British or what have you. Just a couple of things about international exposure. We say we try to bring you the exposure and bring you opportunities, whether you're comfortable coming to Bahrain as a very nice place. And I think we try to make the point this afternoon, but we want to bring opportunities. So for instance, we have this new program that we started and it's available to you ladies, is to come to the university in one of our 4 majors that we talked about and eventually transfer to West Virginia for year 3 or 4. And again, up to you. If you want to stay with us, fantastic. If you have, okay, I got to pack my suitcase and go somewhere else, then this is a nice opportunity for you, a unique opportunity in terms of tuition waiver and with this partnership with West Virginia University. And maybe some of your friends and cousins have gone there because there's a lot of Saudi students. But, you know, it's not about just one partner. We have a few key partnerships at the university. I know Saudi and the GCC loves UK and France and Germany in general. So we have opportunities for you to go to beautiful La Rochelle on the west coast of France and discover, you know, the nice shores of that beautiful old medieval city. We have partnership now, we're forging partnership in the US with other women universities, right? Huddersfield in the UK, Siena for foreigners. Why Siena? Because guess what? We are the only university, the only one in the entire Gulf region who offers Italian as a language, right? So we can do a lot with Italian. We talk about oil and gas with Dr. Bettina, where people work for Aramco. Well, guess what? There's a lot of Italian companies involved in oil and gas and energy, right? It could be fashion, it could be Lamborghini. When we talk about business, it's not just about design on one side, but business, this is the core. Dr. Bettina said with business, you will always get something to do in your life. And that's a reality, right? And sometimes we bring the students abroad. So whether it's Oxford on the campus or Zagreb in Croatia, the educational trips, Dr. Samar talked about it. This is an example where our students were there for the kickoff of the stock exchange in Paris. And then on the right, in front of the Forbidden City. Competitions, our students are so amazing. They get involved in entrepreneurship competition. They won several times in a row with different types of prizes with Injaz. They do a trading competition, Trade Quest at the Bahrain Bourse. That was also another example. We talk about great opportunities already with Dr. Bettina, but you know what we want now is to have you over, right? So we're waiting for you, ladies. We're waiting for you, Benat, to come over and have a great experience. So anyway, I think we're done with the overview and we open for a few questions if you have any. Thank you very much.
أنا كتبت لكم أي سؤال بالعربي أو بالإنجليزي أهلا وسهلا.
Yeah, there's a question, I think. Oh no, there's a statement from Dr. Samar, okay?
Yeah, just a question from the Facebook, Dr. Vivian, about the scholarships for international students, if someone can answer.
Yes, I can take that. So because we're such a diverse country and diverse campus, we have students scholarship for international students, 2 types. So we have a 15% scholarship for the entire curriculum, whether you live in the Gulf as an international student, so let's say you're Egyptian, Jordanian, French, German, and you live in Saudi or Bahrain, so you can join us. And then, because again, it's all about lifelong learning, and sometimes maybe you go to an institution that's not a right fit for you, or you started a diploma, or you did a diploma and then you went to work, and then you want to come back for a bachelor or master's, then we offer transfer scholarship for all students this time. So whether you're Saudi or international students, we offer a scholarship. And of course, depending on the type of scholarship with the embassy, with the ministry recognition, if you're embassy personnel, you would get it. For West Virginia, the question from Asil, with West Virginia,
what are the conditions?
Yeah, it's a 33% tuition waiver, meaning that, you know, sometimes going abroad is out of reach, but thanks to this agreement that we have with our American partner, you could go with a 33% tuition waiver. And we worked out the equivalency, Dr. Bettina, the team, and worked out the nice table that what you can transfer when you go there. But again, it's an option for you. You can stay in Bahrain and eventually transfer or just stay with us.
So she can start at RUW and then she can transfer.
Absolutely, yes. It's a unique program in the country and in the region.
أي سؤال تاني؟
Noor, what's the question?
Noor Ahmed is asking about how can we help students to start their own businesses. Of course, we have helped technically and academically helped our students. Many of our students have started, زي دكتور بتينا have mentioned, قالت إنه عملوا وإحنا بنساعدهم علمياً وبنعمل لهم الاتصالات اللازمة اللي يقدروا يستمروا في المشروع والإجراءات الضرورية والدراسات وكله نقدر نساعد الطالبات عشان هذا. يعني بنقدم لهم لأنه البنات أصلاً زي ما قالت الدكتورة بتينا بعد ما يتخرجوا برضه هم من مسؤوليتنا وبنساعدهم وبنضلنا نتابعهم دائما.
We also, I don't know, I didn't understand.
I said yes, we can give all the technical and
yes, we do. So because we're small, Dr. Sama explained this, but also we have some courses, and we will have more of these courses because we're currently also thinking how we can increase the entrepreneurship part because we see that there's a lot of demand. But we have already a lot of courses, obligatory courses that are part of the curriculum, right? And so, for example, one of the courses is Foundations of Entrepreneurship, in which you can come with a project that you already have, or I, in this case, or Dr. Debashish, we would teach you to identify an opportunity and then really go through the entire, you know, this is like we teach you the entire entrepreneurial process, which is, you know, validate your ideas, talk to customers, do financial evaluations, marketing plan, all these things. And it's not like this sounds like, oh, wow, this is a lot, but you know, you get into this smoothly. And there is a repetition because we have a lot of courses which are learning by doing, where you know, Dr. Vivian and Dr. Sama are notorious for this. They do a lot of courses with a lot of interaction with the student, and there will be this will be picked up over and again. Plus, we have collaborations, memorandums of understandings, and very strong collaborations here in Bahrain. There's an ever so growing ecosystem, entrepreneurial ecosystem, and sort of the Economic Development Board is closely working with us. There is something called the Hope Foundation. They really go into universities and they work with students of universities that work with them. Of course, not every university works with them. We have the INJAS competition. Just recently, our teams, like, I'm not making this up, but our teams are winning in Bahrain and regionally in just competitions, and they are all women teams, you know, and all these ladies, they come from different backgrounds and they have not thought that they would be entrepreneurial necessarily in the next few years, but it's something. We have mentors, we are building currently an entrepreneurship center. So there is a lot of activities. And Dr. Summer, maybe you can remind us of this young lady, you know, when we had this talk with the parents and the brother was speaking about his sister.
Yes, she was having
in Arabic.
art عندها كان أخته كان عندها مشروع في الفن، عملت مشروع بالفن وهي خلال الدراسة، وبيقول إنه الجامعة قدمت لها الكثير اللي قدرت تنجح لحد الآن في المشروع تبعها، وإحنا يعني هو اتصل فينا يتشكر على الخبرة اللي قدمناها للطالبة خلال دراستها، وناجحة وإلها كم سنة يعني ماشية في المشروع.
Yes, and also something that comes to my mind now. In my last 2 classes, I had several students who have a small business. Yeah, most of them creative businesses, but not all of them. Some have technological business, but these had like creative businesses, and they wrote case studies about it. So also they're very proud because in fall, we will present these case studies. We will publish them. They will be published in an international case center. And we will use these student examples with their small businesses and the things that they encountered in our teaching as well. You know, it's really like inspiring to also see the students engaging in it.
Yeah, and we have alumni who also come, they bring back, you know, so we have a student, she started with 1 restaurant years ago, but she always had the mindset about starting a business. Her name is Fenya, and she happens to be German and embrace and love Bahrain, and she settled here. And she has now 5 restaurants, you know, so we have a lot of success stories, and they never hesitate to come back and tell our students, be part of a jury or help them with the business plan. And this.
And we also have students, just for those, sorry, that there are also students that are more, let's say, they wouldn't go into restaurant or they wouldn't be so, but they have businesses, building businesses from their home.
Yeah.
So this is really good because it enables, like, we really encourage this as well. It enables these women, despite the obligations they have in their family, and, you know, with some of them already are married and have children. And so nevertheless, they are able to be autonomous and to build their business, and to, you know, we really work with them to build it from home as well. So I think that this is very specific for us. As I said, we pay attention to, you know, our mission is to empower women, and, you know, situations of women are different than situations of men, right?
add something دكتور بتينا. نسيت اقول لكم بنات انه كثير من البنات الخريجات عندنا تقريبا معظم الاداريين في الجامعه عندنا بتخرجوا بنرجع نعينهم في نفس الجامعه، يعني بيشتغلوا في الجامعه. We take our alumni as employees in our university. And we have our Yara, for example. She is our graduate. She has her own project and she works as administrative marketing in our college, actually, in our university. So we are also employ our graduates, alumni.
Not all, but some.
Needed one.
Any other questions?
Just one more from the Facebook. Do you offer internships during the business studies?
Yes. Who wants to answer?
We have, it's a required, and Dr. Bettina was saying earlier about how we revise the curriculum once in a while. So a few years ago, because again, we want to be in touch with what's going on in the real world, right? Not that university are not a fake world, but the fact we want to see the concrete labor, what is it about to work in a bank or to work as an entrepreneur or what have you. So we have an internship, which is mandatory at the university, 200 hours that you could choose, usually at the end of your study, preferably, so you have a good sense of what, you know, you can apply what you learn in the classroom. And usually year 3 or year 4, most of the time students choose the spring or the summer because they have more time dedicated to it. And we also help you out. We have agreements with all kinds of companies, right?
I think we have MOUs with over 60 companies.
65 companies, yeah, till this day. You know, the good fit for you. And of course, you have your own contacts.
And not small companies, right? Like maybe you can say something about it.
Yeah, so for instance, in the energy sector, whether it's Alba, if you're familiar with, it's the largest aluminum supplier. We have banks. We talk about STC. We you know, STC, which is, you know, big in Saudi, of course, Saudi company. We place students in all those different companies, and then eventually they would land a job. Now there's even graduate programs. Some of those companies take our students when they just finish, and then they pay them, and then they eventually hire them. So internship is super valuable for our students, and for us, of course, because we bring back from what they see and what they experience.
There is a question from Ms. Noor about accommodation. I must admit, I don't know the prices, but I know that accommodation is available. Dr. Vivian, you were presenting the facilities. Maybe you are knowledgeable.
Yeah, so it is available on our campus. We have different styles of accommodation. We have a 2-bedroom or share bedroom. So again, that I can go back to, because there's different formulas. So depending on what you want, but it's available at very good cost. And because if you're from Saudi, we have, you know, we can possibly give you like some nice discounts. And even if you have a good number of Saudis, and we were just talking about it with the team the other day, we can organize transportation, possibly, right, depending on the numbers. But we want life on our dorm, and we have very nice dorms, and we'll be happy to showcase that to you.
And it's in campus, yani 200 meters away from the college itself.
Yes, and next in the dorm, it's really nice. I mean, they did it very nicely. The ladies who are responsible for the dorm is nicely, how do you say, accommodated, and yes. Next to the dorm, there's the sports center, and you have gym facilities, and Dr. Vivian was already showing the nice piscine, how do you call it? Pool, sorry. And there are outdoor facilities. We even have some little farm, right? With not farm, but some sustainability.
Yes. Yes, I'll just give you because I don't want you to leave this call and I didn't get my answer. So on the dorms, for instance, I'll just give you 2 scenarios, right? So for a semester, it would be about 22,000 riyals just as a super room. But if you share, it would be about 15,000 riyal for 1 semester, right? So that was an example. And again, exposure with COVID, of course, our lifestyle has changed. So there's a lot of delivery to campus. We have restaurants very close. And again, we believe in sustainability with a little farm and horses and a few dogs and solar panels. So it's a really beautiful campus.
Yes. Where is the exact location of the university in Bahrain? Dr. Summer.
It's in Rifa'. If you know Bahrain, it's in Rifa', and it's from الكوزوي لعنا ما في. You don't go to Manama. رأسا مفتوح الطريق, ما في. I think it's a direct from Causeway to us on the highway. So students usually it takes them 45 minutes, and we have عندنا لاين خصوصي للطالبات الجامعة على الكوزوي, so ما في delay أبدا للطالبات.
Yes. Yeah, we're close to one of the king's palaces. We're close to Zalak and Rifa. Very family oriented area, close to the BIC. If you listen, you hear about Formula One, for instance. We're close to that area of the country, in the middle of the country.
How many students are?
Yes, we have currently 550 students, and in the College of Business we have 212 altogether.
So that's why we talked about, Dr. Bida talked about the 12-to-1 ratio, right? So we really take good care of you.
Yes.
Compared to a huge university, we just one.
Oh, it's probably a new speech. It would be called boutique university, like a boutique hotel or a boutique. I don't know, but yes, this is what is really nice. Like as Dr. Vivian was saying, students are very engaged. Like we have some really active students, and they're very sweet. They're so nice, and and so recently they organized this cooking competition, and they also organize markets, for entrepreneurs that, how do you call them? More women entrepreneurs that sell handcraft stuff or
micropreneurs, yeah.
Right, like yes, thank you, I should know. Micropreneurs, and they really engage with the community. They do a lot of community things, whether they what was it, the anti-cancer drive, or donations for poor families, or all kinds of things. Like, I mean, and it's quite amazing how such a small group actually is so dynamic and so active.
Yes.
And it's like
the proximity of, sorry, I just wanted to build on the proximity Dr. Samar talked about. There's on the bridge, when you ever visit Bahrain, there's a student lane, right? So it's really good in terms of the commute. Of course, the dorms are amazing, but if you just want to go home every day, it's quite easy to do it as a student.
Here's another question by Sarah. How many students? How does the university choose the students? Dr. Samar, please, you were having this in your presentation.
You are زي ما قلنا احنا من شروط القبول انك تجيبي شهاده ثانويه عامه او ما يعادلها، يعني اذا كنت في مدرسه خاصه وعامله equivalent لشهاده الثانويه. مينيمم بالرياضيات 60%. ال 60% اذا ما كنت ماخذه رياضيات بتسجلي من الكورسات الاختياريه في الجامعه، لازم يكون واحد فيهم رياضيات. هذه فقط الشروط وفقط لا غير. يعني ما بتخلصي الجامعه الا انت كويسه تقريبا 100% بالانجليزي، لانه احنا ناخذ اهتمام كبير في تقويه البنات في اللغه الانجليزيه. ما في اي مشكله. وعمليه التسجيل بتاخذ تقريبا يوم واحد، اذا جيتوا والاوراق معك كامله بتخلص نفس الجلسه يعني.
I had a question. Are you from the Eastern Province? Most of you? We have students from Riyadh or Jeddah, or most of you close to us? So I was just curious.
في حدا من الرياض، من جدة، مكة؟
خبر، دمام.
حسا، أنا كنت في الحسا.
دمام, okay. Okay, close to us. Okay.
I used to live in Dammam.
Sarah?
Any other questions?
جدة والله. برافو. بنحب نشوفك عنا لأنه كان عنا بنات مميزات جدا من جدة.
Just got one last question, maybe from Facebook. Is the attendance is every day? Like, do they have to attend the whole 5 week on the studies or no?
Well, we have face-to-face again, right? Because so we're moving away from the first, it was obviously during the pandemic, it was online, and then we had a semester hybrid. Even to a certain extent, we have hybrid now because we try to accommodate for our students. But it depends on your study plan and when are your courses. But in principle, it should be on campus face-to-face. The idea is also that when you're a full-time student, it's, you lose a lot of the university feeling and engagement when you are doing, I mean, we all got used to these online teachings and it's convenient, right? It's very convenient. But when you're sitting together, even for us, when we work as a team, when we sit together in one office, there's a completely different outcome than if we sit on the computer and we communicate with each other. And there's a lot of life and a lot of engagement, student life that you would be missing if you would not have a normal university experience like face-to-face. And also so coming back to the question, if your schedule is such that you have courses every day, yes, then you would be every day expected on campus. But we would have to see how the courses could be delayed so that it might be more convenient to find a different arrangement.
And we put the WhatsApp number in the chat room and the email if you have any queries about some of the admission requirements that my colleagues went over. Or again, some of those, any questions you would like to shoot. We have a live chat on our website as well. So anytime, feel free to go ask those questions, and we'll be happy
The
to.
website كمان في lots of information if you go to the
Yes, the website ruw.edu.bh.
You can also send us, you can also send us an email if you like to look us up on the website and then send us an email directly. We would respond. We don't bite. Any other questions?
بنحب نشوفكم عنا واي يجوا احنا ويلكمينج، وانا موجوده الدكتوره سمر والدكتوره بتينا وكل اللي موجودين يعني والدكتور فيفيان رح نكون في بس لاي استفسار واي مساعده. فحتى لو جيتوا زياره بس بالعلم بالشيء اتس ورث تيجوا على البحرين وتشوفوا الجامعه وتشوفوا وتغيروا جو بعد هالكوفيد في البحرين. يعني قد ما نوصف لكم الجامعه والحياه، انا بفضل انكم تيجوا وتشوفوا، واذا اي وقت بدكم خذوا موعد معنا واحنا مستعدين نستقبلكم. اهلا وسهلا.
Thank you very much.
شكرا لك دكتور سمر.
Thank you so much.
Thank you دكتور بتينا. Thank you دكتور فيفيان.
Thank you all the ladies.
شكرا بنات.
Thank you بنات. Thank you.
So lovely. Hope to see you.
See you in September.
Yes, we're looking forward. Let us know. No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you everyone, and wish you a very nice evening.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Ahmed, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Mr. Ahmed. Thank
Bye,
you.
Facebook Live as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Can't wait to get started. Sarah.
I love the spirit, Sarah. I love it.
يلا.
اهلا يا ساره، اهلا مستناكي.
على مناتيلا. It's awesome. Thank you so much. Noor, thank you very much.
أسيل، سارة، نور.
So many ladies. Sarah, Asil, yes. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.